of love. We're very pleased to welcome Majek Feshek.
Arise from your sleep, Africa. Rise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. There's work to be done, America. But if we unite, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down for so long. We've been fooling around for too long. We've been sitting down for so long. I have not been fooling around for too long. So long, so long, too long, too long, so long, for too long, too long. Hey. Remember, long time ago, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember, the pyramid of Egypt, when we used to live like prince and princess. Remember, Marcus Garvey, who are the dream for New America. Oh, remember, Martin Luther King, the dream for New America. They say you are black, they say you are brown, they say you are black, they say you are brown. Only the angels of Jah is white now. Only the angels of God is white. So long, too long, so long, too long. We've been sitting down so long. We've been a fool around for too long. Arise from your sleep, Africa. Arise from your sleep, America. There's work to be done, Africa. So much work to be done, America. But if we unite, hey, we will be free. So long, too long, so long, too long. Pressing the ground for so long.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. And welcome to this impromptu broadcast. I had to come because reading some certain things on YouTube uh, begs the question as to the topic. Uh, what difference does it make if the new Senegalese president, the youngest Senegalese president, 44 years old, is married, so has two wives? So would that affect his performance? How do the world see such. This is African tradition. I've always argued it is not an African tradition. For those who are familiar with the Bible, it's there from time memorial. So, what would this affect his performance, and why are people frowning that he has two wives? I mean, we look at presidents in the past, and most of them African presidents, by the way, they all have one wife, and they've all underperformed. Most, I beg your pardon, have underperformed. What is wrong with him having two wives? Will that make Senegalese less what it is? It's a radical person. I mean, if you have read his history as to why, how he got there. But I don't think we should make it, in my opinion, I don't think we should make a big deal about it as long as he performs and show us the way. Maybe other African countries, the youth will take uh, a cue from him in terms of his performance. We want somebody who is going to uh, perform very well and help us to steer the ship in terms of sorry, I've been who's gonna steer the ship in terms of taking Africa the way forward for us. So Fire is 44 years old. We congratulate him, the youngest Senegalese president, probably the youngest president in the continent, probably the youngest president in the continent of Africa. And I hope this will encourage the youth, particularly in Nigeria, to get themselves involved in politics, because it's clear that you can't do anything if you are not in. You have to be in uh, to be able to make impact, and that is, we should look at that aspect. The elders, or the ones before us, they've come, they've gone, and they've not done very well or performed very well. So for all the youth out there watching what is being played out in Senegal, please, according to what's this guy's name, Sure, he said what the youth are more interested in being PAs. Well, there's nothing wrong in being PAs, but at the same time, we can aspire, the youth can aspire to become what? To become the president of their country, to join a political party. And if you don't like the political party, then you can come together and form your own political party. So Africa is it's a great country. Professor Mulumba says, feel the pain. So if we feel the pain of Africa, I believe that we can move it forward. But it appears that those that are really supposed to feel the pain actually not feeling the pain. Those who have traveled far and wide, and I've seen how things are being done in developed countries, are not actually feeling the pain of Africa as it is. So, will Maria and Absa be a distraction to the new Senegalese president? I, for one, I don't think so that they will be a distraction. Because if they will be, I don't think he would have made it up to this point. So if they could not distract him during the election, and he won, I beg your pardon, and now he's been sworn in, then I don't think there will be a distraction to him as the president of Senegal. But the most important thing is competency. I believe he's a competent person. given to the history or how it came into power. So please, for those youths that are out there, don't let its marital status is being too be a distraction to your own ambition of wanting to uh, be part of those that will shape the continent of Africa. But until we come to that point, according to Professor Lumumba, until we come to that point that we feel the pain, if we don't feel the pain of the continent of Africa, then it is impossible for us to achieve anything. So we have to feel the pain of what? Of Africa. We cannot dismiss uh, that as we are here now. So those of you who are concerned of for religious reason, concerned that how can a man with two wives be able to stay Senegalese, or what image does it portray? I don't think you should have any concern. Your concerns are acknowledged, but it's not. It shouldn't be a reason for anyone to speak ill of him. It is an African practice. We practice it in Africa, and it is what it is. So people should learn to embrace the way you embrace the practice in the Western world. We should learn to embrace our own practice as long as it does not cause harm towards to anyone. I've often argued that for polygamy to take place, the women must agree to it. It's not the man thing. I have to be honest with you because on few occasions the men don't disclose their other partner to uh, uh, Uzo. Thanks for joining. Vic, sorry, thanks saying hi. Hi to you too. Uzo, you asked a question. Can what happened in Senegal happen in Nigeria? The answer to that question is yes. It can happen in Nigeria if we want it to happen. It sure can happen in Nigeria, Uzoma Ugochukwu. Thanks for joining. So if today's youth get themselves involved in politics in the context of your question in Nigeria, I believe it can happen. It's not impossible. But unfortunately, today's youth, they're kind of, it appears that they're giving them this impression that they are powerless. Uh, as such, they can't do anything. Yes, it can happen in Nigeria. Do we want it to happen? According to Obama's slogan during his time as U.S. president before he became U.S. president, what was the slogan? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. It is possible. I'm a strong believer that Nigeria in particular will take shape if we put. A lot of people have given up on Nigeria. It's often negative thing coming out from there. So it is. Sorry, I'm just. It is something we all just have to uh, work on. So, but Uzo Marguchuk, if I may ask you, if you look at the topic of this broadcast, do you think it's Maria and Absa will be a distraction to the new young Senegalese president? 44 years old, young enough to be Pansat's son, or young enough for Pansat to be his father, because the other day Pansat said some of those people, some of us on the panelists are young to be we are young to be his son. He can be our father, I beg your pardon. So, do you think Uzoma Ugochukwu that Maria and Absa would be a distraction to fire the youngest president, Senegalese president, and probably the youngest president probably in the continent of what? Of Africa. This is going to come as uh, uh, a shock, or the Western world are going to weigh into it. The controversy will take place on YouTube, whether I will like it or not. But as things stands, he is the youngest president so far of Senegalese, and according to his track record, he is a man of integrity and a man that is ready to turn Senegal around. Yes, it can happen in Nigeria if we set our hearts into this. You can see what Alain Oyema is doing with LPs, where some people are some shouting and screaming on YouTube, social media that why, in respect to their attire, that is how low they can go, instead of them to concentrate on the importance of earpiece. The focus is on the attire that their the crew are putting on, which is a shame how low they can. And I said, Alan Oyema will as will still set the bar high. Hopefully, my prayer, fingers crossed, that it will go higher and higher and higher, and other routes uh, will be looked into. So those who feels that the attires, uh, why are the attires dressed as Igbo attire, this and that? That is absolutely ridiculous. If you care so much, you feel offended, go start your own airline company. You go form your own airline company and do it whichever way you want to do it. That is his demands company. He has a right to tell you this is what it's about, the image he portrays, and the image he portrays so far, a good image. So if you have issue with the uniform of the crew, I mean, it's called choice. You can take Lufthansa, go take British Airways, or go take I mean there are go take whatever you want to go take. I mean, you don't have to patronize him if you don't like the uniform that the crew are putting on. That's your prerogative. But don't wish the person bad because you don't like the uniform they're putting on. Where were you when they were making that discussion? If you have been consulted, well, what suggestion will you bring on board? When I see Nigerians are behaving so ridiculously over, instead of us to rejoice over a success, we are being childish or behaving like a baby. Thanks again, Uzoma Ugochukwu. You say you don't think it will be a distraction if the husband can manage his principle well. Thank you for that. I hope others will come and weigh in on this issue of Maria and Absa, the two lovely and pretty lady uh, that that are the wife of the new Senegalese president. And I said it, and I'll repeat it again. In the matter of polygamy, it's not the man that make that call. It is the woman that will make the call not to uh, be a part of polygamy. Men will always throw it at you, women, and all you need to say is say no or yes. When you see them, don't condemn them. There are people due to circumstances they find themselves in that situation. So we must be very careful how we throw stones on those who are in a polygamy relationship. So we must be very careful. You don't know the circumstances, how they got there, what pushed them or led them to that situation. So rather than throwing stones at them, find out exactly what led them there. But if the women are happy being there, then they should be left alone and let them be. for God's sake, for crying out loud. So the new Senegalese president is 44 years old. Uzoma Gochukwu asks, can what happened in Senegal happen in Nigeria? And the answer is yes, it can if we set our heart to change the narrative of this of Nigeria. But if we don't set our heart to, and which is has to do with changing behavior, if we don't have a change in behavior, how he was able to pull it off, I mean, it's wonderful to be honest. I was able to pull it off. It's something that we must applaud him. So we need young people in politics. Unfortunately, the older ones have let us down. I will be doing that coverage, that's a broadcast on Saturday, where Dele Farotimi asks, where are the elders? Well, we will cover that on Saturday, 11:45 a.m. UK time and 1:45 a.m. Nigerian time. So you can calculate that based on your geographical location. Once again, congratulations to Faye as the youngest president in Senegal and probably the youngest president in Africa. Again, to Alain Uyema, congratulations again. Don't allow the uh, haters, those who are not, who don't like progress. Not, in this life, some people don't like progress. They don't want to associate with progress. They love to cause people pain. They derive pleasure in causing people pain. And those are haters. And those are the ones that are taking the position about a uniform of the airline. I've often said this, and I'll repeat again. Go develop your region. If you feel that okay, it's a tribal thing, it's even listen. I would rather sway into to the direction of progress, irrespective of which tribe it is or ethnicity is, than to sway to move in the direction of what of decay because the person is my tribe's person. No, I will associate, I will move along, I will join those who are progressing righteously in the right form, in the right manner, based on principles regardless of what tribe or ethnicity they belong to, than to follow my tribe man or my tribe person who is a fraudster or who does not have principle, who doesn't care about uh, his fellow human being. So if Alan Oyema did this based as an Igbo man, honestly, I'm associating myself with such because it's progress. I want to associate myself with progress. If you don't want to associate yourself with progress, tough luck for you. If my tribe man being a biaser, it's contribute to the destruction of my state or whatever. Why should I follow him? That would be madness. Why should I follow him? That would be madness. So for those who are criticizing the man or whatever it is, go back to your closet and look at yourself. Look in the mirror again and ask yourself, who are you? Who are you? If you are important person, if you want to contribute to the good of society, you won't be saying that. You will not be saying that. So to all the haters and dislike of Airpeace and Alan Oyema, I don't want to use any derogatory words here. I'm always very careful in that regard. But uh, I'll go back on that. So let's rejoice with those who are rejoicing. Let's move the nation forward because the nation is the most important thing right now. Uh, Thank you again, Uzo. The problem of Nigeria is tribal. That's why they are fighting. That's why they are fighting the city of Epis because of the uniform they chose. Listen, I don't think even if it's tribalism, okay. Even if let's argue, I've always argued that our problem is not tribalism, but just for the I mean, not that I've argued, I've stated categorically that our problem is not tribe. However, let's just go by the argument that it is tribe. This is a man bringing something good on the table, just like the Senegalese president, 44 years old. He has a vision to turn the country around. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, he will do that. So, if Alan Oyema chooses to paint his aeroplane or the costume of his crew of his staff black or purple, whose business is it? How about the important thing that we should focus on? Showcasing the image of the country. Why don't we focus on that? What is wrong with us? After all, those that will board the plane will be from all tribes. They'll be from all tribes. You eat the same food. So, what is our problem? Why don't we want progress? And why do we have to impede on progress? Why? Why do we derive joy in causing, in being, how do you call it, uh, sowing seed of discord? Yeah, that's the right word I'm looking for. Why do we, why, why do we, and honestly speaking, some of these people are in diaspora, well enlightened, well educated. A seed of discord. Why do we like to sow it? Why do we hate progress? If you hate progress, that means something is really wrong with you. There is no perfect system anywhere in the world. You won't find it. People strive to be that. Take what happened in recent between Israeli that they killed the three humanitarian aid, which is wrong. I mean, the British government came out rowing. This is our citizen. They are performing humanitarian services down there. But we Nigerians, why do we hate each other? Why don't we want progress? Why don't we just want progress? And yet we come out and say our leaders is bad. Is it a curse on us that we should not want progress? We forbid progress? Must we suffer before we get things? Why? You are making the air hostesses or the uniform of what they put in, turning it into a tribal thing. Like I said, I don't want to use any derogatory word while I am talking. I try to stay away from such. But this is one thing I'm going to say. He will plan evil against anyone. Evil or wickedness is waiting at the person's own doorstep. That's a quote. It's in the Bible. It's in a lot of literature books, including the Bible. He will plan evil against his neighbor. Evil awaiting the person in their doorsteps. And that is why I don't talk on people's, when I see people's lives, I don't talk on them because I don't know what they've done in the past. Yes, Tig, you said yes, he has two wives, showcasing Africa's way of life. The question is, would it be a distraction? Tig said he has two, and some of us can't even find one. Tig, if are you, I think you are just joking in terms of this your comment. You are joking. If you cannot find one, then something certainly we need to do a special deliverance on you, Tig. What do you mean you can't find one in this day and age? Tig, where are you from? If you don't mind disclosing where you are from, that's the link on the comment section. If you want to come in and tell me why you can't find one. Really, Tig, where are you from? I'm going to recommend some for you. Uh, uh, if I know Tig, I will not be asking you. Please don't play this game with me. So do not play this game with me. If I know where you're from, I will not be asking. So back on the issue until Tig come back and tell me why he could not find. So Nigerians, why do we hate each other, please? Why? You see, why sometimes let's look into our lives and ask ourselves questions. If you don't wish somebody well, you can't progress yourself. It's That's a fact of life. Go pray all you want to pray. Go knock your head on the ground or whatever it is. Call on your God, whichever it is. That prayer will never ever be answered. If you don't wish somebody well, you don't rejoice with people in progress, those who are progressing genuinely based on principles, based on their hard work. You can never progress yourself. That is not a cause, that is a fact. You attract that cause to yourself. I don't wish you well, it will not be well with me either. It's that is it. Do unto others as you want others what to do unto you. What you wish people is what will come upon you. And those who are out there praying for a peace to what to crash, not to succeed because of tribe or because of haters, you're not going to succeed yourself. Nothing you lay your hand on will ever succeed. It ain't going to work. And it's not a cause. I'm just telling you the truth. Take a look at those who have caused issues, problems in that continent of Africa, particularly Nigeria. They never end well. They never end well. Unfortunately, their actions and their decisions affect millions of lives negatively. Go look at their generations. Because we don't see them, because they don't talk. Go take a look at them. For those of us who watch the program, the rich also cry. They have their own problems, worse than even the poor man. At least the poor man can still sit with the family and eat and drink and they laugh and they go to bed. If you derive, I said it when I first came to Europe. I used what do you call it, jacket as duvet in the cold, because the person was more focused on his money than what my own uh, health. Go look at where the person is today. Go look at where the person is today. Well, until TikTok, yeah, Uzoma, yeah. Some people want to succeed. Some people want to succeed, but they don't want others to succeed. That's witchcraft. Exactly. But I say this for the record. You want to succeed, but you don't want others to succeed. You can never succeed. Go check everywhere. Come and prove me wrong. You want to succeed, but you don't want others to succeed. You can never be successful in life. And that is witchcraft. I agree with you 100%. Witchcraft don't fly. Those who think that witchcraft fly, they don't fly. It's you and I. We are looking ourselves face to face. Jezebel did not fly. the mother of witchcraft. Jezebel did not fly. So everybody that tell you that who is worrying you is flying is a lie. They're not flying. But for the record, irrespective, regardless, those who are out there thinking it's free speech, we can say anything, we can sow seed of discord. It's an abomination to God to sow seed of discord that wish that airline to collapse. Write today down. I'm not an Igbo man. I don't really care. No, I don't care. That wish that company not to succeed. Whatever you lay your hands on will not succeed. There will not be progress in it. You can be doing, you think you are doing it for tribe's sake or to get viewers or to get subscribers or to get anything, but you are causing damage to other people's business, you will not succeed. You may get your subscription, you may get your views, but it will collapse. That is just a fact of life. Take it or leave it. Some people did that during the 23 general election. They want to get viewers, they want to get subscribers. You will get them, but you will not have peace yourself. It's not a curse. It's a fact of life. I'm not cursing you, please. And if you think I'm cursing you, then change your ways. Then change your ways. I've said it several times. I don't like to weigh into people's affairs because I don't know what they did in their lifetime. So I leave them to God. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sow, he shall what? He shall reap. Whatsoever a man sow, he shall reap. So if you sow wickedness, you will reap wickedness. If you sow somebody that somebody will not succeed, you won't succeed. Go check your life very well. You ain't gonna succeed. Rather than rejoicing with a man who has struggled, who is flying, open, creating jobs for people. We rather see people being in sorrow, pain. So, uh, back to you again. Tick, they are nowhere to be found. So, I take it that this is a comedy section. Where else are you from? If you are from Nigeria and you say you cannot find a wife, Tick, honestly speaking, I will conduct that deliverance on you. If you are from Nigeria and you say you cannot find a woman, find one. I personally will conduct deliverance for you. So we need to find out uh, what is wrong with you. What? How did you treat the women in the past? How did you treat them? Uh, okay, now I said. So, how did you treat the women in your past life? Even though this is not a dating or women section, side, how did you treat the women in your? So, were you nice to them? If you're not nice to them, they're not going to stay with you because I'm from Nigeria and I can tell you uh, that it's not a difficult thing to find a good woman in Nigeria. There are lots of them out there. In fact, it's the men they are looking for. So, as you can see, for those of you who are out there, uh, so that's a blatant lie. You know, I treat them. We are talking about the women, not everyone. Everyone. Anyway, that's the comedy section. Back to the main topic again. Once again, we congratulate Fire, and we hope that his marital status will not distract him from performing. And the youngest president in Senegal and probably in Africa. Also, we rejoice with Alain Oyema and let all those haters and distract all those haters and dislike human being. Let them go climb the bridge and jump into the river. I'm sorry, I wish not to say that, but okay. Yeah, you can find them in the church. There are nice women in the church. You find them on the streets. You find them everywhere. There are nice women in the church. There are nice women in the mosques. There are nice women everywhere in Nigeria. There. Don't be negative. There are nice women in Nigeria. Just treat them well. Treat them well. Be nice to them. Be kind. Okay. Have a smile on your face all the time. All you need to do is to be kind, and you will get it. You will get them. They're all there. If you want me to recommend to you, I will recommend to you. There are a lot of them looking for. You see, it's a you're in UK. There are also nice women in the UK. Nice Nigerian women in the UK. You can find them. So you've not just searched very well. So. Uh, Okay, you are from Nigeria, but you are in the UK. Okay, please do. Okay, all right. Contact Dr. Damages Rudolph. You have the email. Oh, sorry, I didn't put the email, the contact this in there. So if you contact Rudolph on that email, he will then send your information to me. Then we will take it up from there. So, but like I said, it's something you can do yourself. You don't need to. You find them. It appears as a joke, but sometimes we can be serious about these things. You will find. Don't worry. And if you cannot find in the UK, relocate to Nigeria. You find a lot of them there. To be honest, you don't even need to relocate. You find a lot of them there, and they will come to you. So as we bring this program to about to bring it to an end, please uh, don't judge anyone who you find in a polygamous relationship. Don't do that. That's rule number one. Rule number two: a polygamous relationship is often or started by women, not men. Not men. Women. The woman is responsible for such, not the man. The man will always make a move. We want to have in fact, so it's up to you, the woman, to say no. And if you find anyone there, don't judge them. Leave them, let them be. You concentrate on your own relationship. Well, if you're not joking, okay, if you're not joking, when you come to this platform every time, you will see the women here also. I have somebody who I can call her name out here. So her name is Comfort Babel. She's my very good friend. So she's also in search of. She's a nice girl, so I'm recommending her to you if you want to. When you come on the platform, you can chat with her. You people can take it up from there. There are other women here, uh, also like Omoye's Corner, who are also. I don't know if she's married, but anyway, you can give it a shout. You can always reach out to them. Good Nigerian women. Don't give up. I'm glad you say you are not joking, and so you will find. Okay, and you will find the same way. But just be nice, because if you are not nice, they aren't going to stay with you. So that is my own uh, uh, opinion on that. They will not stay with you. So will they be a distraction? The answer is no. They will not be a distraction to him. Let's rejoice with him. Let's support him. Let's learn how the young 44-year-old became Senegal president, or president of Senegal. We need it in Nigeria. We really, really need such in Nigeria, because there are young, honest men and women out there. Not better edu people there. Forget about better edu or edu better, whatever I mean. All those ones that came in. No, just don't let them distract you. They are hardworking, honest, young, with integrity in Nigeria. There. I have met some. I have met uh, I have met those some. It's just for them to get a push, and unfortunately, that is what Peter Obi should have done, to give these people a push in respect to Section 68 and 110, but he's not doing that. So sadly, uh, may God have mercy on every one of them. Uh, don't go about saying you want to crumble the structure of criminality and your own political party. They are also full of criminals who collected $30,000 who are not accountable, not transparent. So, how can the devil cast out the devil? Ask Jesus Christ. So how can a party of with criminality, which is the Labour Party, be able to stand the party of APC and PDP? PDP shared the money. APC with the broom, they couldn't sweep away even the debt in the distance. So they are all party of criminality. So this is a challenge to the younger ones. You can see how far he pull it up. I was able to pull it up. I mean, this was not his first time. I heard this is his second attempt or third attempt before he now became president. So the party of criminality is condemning, he wants to condemn another party that is a party of criminality. They are all criminals. I don't really care about them again. So but we'll get it right. We will start our own. Far distance. We will start our own. How can they come up tomorrow and say, "Oh, we are transparent, we are accountable, we are this and that," and yet they can't even hold their own members accountable or warfare? Guy, very last day, past that stage. Anyway, thank you for those who have watched and who have joined me. Again, congratulations to Fire, congratulations to Alan Oyema, and those who hate you, who don't want you to progress. Well, they will hit their works. They will hit their work. Thank you very much for joining me this lovely afternoon. And I'll come your way on Saturday again, where we'll be looking at the former president Olusegun Obasanjo in respect to what he said that he is now old. He cannot keep quiet in respect to the 2023 general election. That was a shamble. Really, how was it a shamble? Until Saturday, until I come your way again on Saturday. Have a lovely evening. God bless.